All right, so I hope you enjoyed that super over-the-top, amazing clip of my bike build. Thank you, Eric, for all of your work with that. It is not only a huge job to build a bike, but Eric also edited at the same time, that whole video, so amazing. This is my 22 Shiv. Super exciting. I've already ridden it 3 or 4 times, and this is what I'll be racing in Oceanside in a couple weeks, next week. It's the exact same bike as my last year's Shiv, and what was really nice this year was just being able to replicate exactly the Shiv I had last year, all the measurements, all the positioning. There was no learning curve, basically. It feels the exact same as last year, but it's a sweet black matte paint job. Still riding Sram, the 1x50 on the front, 1033 on the back. A big difference this year is I have wireless blips on the base bar, which Eric set up for me, and then a standard blip box on the extension, so I can adjust those with the blip box. What else? Zipp 454s are on there right now, but for racing I'll probably have 858 on the front and a disc on the back. I have S-Works tires on here. This is their new tubeless tire. Things I don't need to know because Eric sets up my bike for me. They are not tubular, they are tubeless. And then I have the Citero saddle. A lot of people ask me what saddle I use, and I always say this is the best one I've ever tried, and I'm serious. Like, Eric rides the same one. Never have any saddle discomfort or anything in the TT position or sitting up on this bike. And then the famous water canister here, it can fit 2 full bottles in, and it really takes all the stress away for me off of finding the optimal place to put water on the bike while I'm racing. This will come off for the race, and I'll have all my water back here. And the fuel cell here to put all my gels in on the down tube. And then the Wahoo, just sitting right up here between my arms. I use the Bolt, which is a little smaller than the Roam. The Roam's on my road bike for when I'm needing maps, but this is really good for being small and compact and racing and training with on this bike. So just super excited about this bike. Last year, it took a while to get my fit right, and I wasn't truly comfortable on it till probably mid-season. But through the end of last year and then now, I just love it so much. My position is super comfortable and fast. I had a really good bike split in Oceanside last year, so I know it's fast, and I think comfort is king with TT positions. So now that I'm comfortable on it, I don't have to worry about my front end. It's just really confident every time I get on it, which I love. So thanks again to Eric for such a cool video. He tried to kind of one-up his bike builds, and I think he succeeded at that. So yeah, tell your friends, share it with everyone. It's so sweet.
This is the perks of not swimming. Leisurely dog play, leisurely coffee.
Okay, what's our plan of attack now?
We're waiting till 11 to ride because it's warming up still. We're gonna ride 3 hours outside underneath Fat Max zone, and then we are running an hour after that. Kind of like an aerobic, easier day because yesterday was crazy.
Kia Sarah Zoom Tech.
Mail Friday. It's actually Sunday. This is my motivation for doing 4 hours on the trainer today. Okay, so I saw this I actually watched DC Rainmaker do his special thing on it, and he was kind of like, I don't know who this is for, because you can't really sprint on it super well, but it feels good. I was like, it is for me. It is 100% for me, because I have always loved the rollers for having a little bit more real world feel to it. And when I ride outside on the road, like, I have a little bit of motion when I ride, and I feel super locked in when I'm on a kicker, and I don't need to sprint. The way this actually works, which I think is super sweet, it does have resistance, so it'll work with Zwift and simulate hills and everything, but it's based off of what your power meter is reading. So traditionally rollers had issues with, like, you couldn't really have super accurate wattage on them because you didn't know how much weight was on the rear tire, and these solve that problem and work with Zwift, which is what I've been wanting forever. The front wheel is locked in, so it's not like a true floating roller, but I think the amount of movement you're gonna have in the back is gonna just make it feel awesome relative to standard locked off rear wheel. Oh, sweet. I was afraid my bars wouldn't clear it. I really do freaking love it. I freaking love it. It is exactly, I don't know, it's exactly what I'd hoped for. Like, it's like the best of, it's basically in the best of both worlds. Like, hips feeling much more relaxed, the road feel is very good, but at the same time I can also sit here and I could, you know, not pay attention for a couple seconds and not go flying off. I'll stand by what I said earlier. Like, I don't really have any need to sprint on Zwift. Not an issue for me. So if you're like going and trying to do Zwift races and win those and everything, not ideal, because the power is slightly delayed, because like your power meter has to talk to the kicker. I mean, power meter has to talk to the rollers, has to talk to Zwift, and like it's this three-way communication. But if you're a triathlete and you're just like doing steady state stuff, did fine on the climbs, get out of the saddle, no problem. It's sick for everything that I need it for. If I'm going to do a Zwift race, I'll just use the kicker. Freaking pumped. Waited a long time for smart rollers. All right, van is fully loaded up. First road trip in a little while. We're doing it, finally. Feels like we've been talking about going to Oceanside and getting ready for it forever now. It's only been like 3 months, but we just wrapped up. Did a hard run this morning, 2-hour ride on the trainer, then packed everything up, and we're gonna see how far we can get tonight. Sleep, finish the drive tomorrow. Kind of have a bit of an easier day tomorrow, and this works out perfectly. Pretty much the same timeline that we did when we went to St. George. Kind of drove like 10 days out and finished up the last couple training sessions basically on the course. So actually been looking forward to a road trip a lot. It's gonna be fun.
Nice. I think it looks good.
I think it looks so good. I'm so psyched.
Beautiful.
Okay, this is live now. It has been for a couple days. What we decided to do, because there are men's jerseys, there are women's jerseys, there are women's shorts, men's shorts. We just didn't feel like we could appropriately guess what everybody would want. We didn't want anybody being left out, so we're fully doing a pre-order. This is the first time we've done it, but Castelli does pre-orders hundreds a week, so they are pros. And the way it'll work is we'll close the order on Monday evening, and then it'll be, their ETA is typically 8 weeks. They said it could be a little bit faster, but we want to just be really realistic. And we'll 8 weeks later, we'll be shipping these things out, and they'll see them in real life.
They're super cool. Super nice stuff.
Yeah.
It's what we wear every day. Just we haven't been able to get a pre-production sample because it would have been 8 weeks to wait for that. So we're just doing the pre-order with the mock-ups. But we've tested the jerseys and the shorts themselves, so we know they're super, super nice.
Yep. We decided to go with, it's not the top of the line. It's kind of like what we decided was the best feeling of fit. It's going to fit the widest range of bodies. It's not like a super baggy cut. It's not a sausage casing. It's just a really high quality jersey, but at a pretty good price point. So we're really excited. We just wanted the most number of people to be able to wear these as possible, and I think we accomplished that.
Super cool colors.
Yeah.
And also, if you don't want to splurge on the kit, we also have gloves, cycling hats,
Socks.
and socks that are all within like a good price point. So
Something for everybody.
I mean, that all is. I think we put it a pretty good
Yeah,
price. Nice bib shorts are just expensive.
they are, but worth it. It's an investment in yourself. All right, so if you like it, or if you, go check it out, see if you like it. We'd love to see people out there on the road with us.